Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News, and we have a little update here from Bali. That's right. I'm in Indonesia, but I got some content for you. I'm 16 hours ahead of you, which means I'm recording this, Monday night. But you're getting this Monday morning. I'm in the future, is what I'm trying to say. And we have a dramatic preview for you. Zach says, "You deserve love I can't give you." Who's he talking to? This is where I'd play the X-Files music, but I don't have my soundboard. So let's get into it. I know what you're wondering. If you're watching on YouTube, you're going, "Dave, that's an amazing shirt you have there." That's right. I have curated a look here in Bali, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Let's get into it. So I've got a couple Instagram videos to share with you guys that are previews for tonight's episode of The Bachelor. Let's start right now by playing the third, the one on the second row here, and then we'll play a few more. Again, some of these previews have some of the same footage. They kind of edited over each other, but either way, let's give it to you. Do me a favor, hit the like button, leave a comment. That's the best you can do. I'm over here on the other side of the world to give you some content, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, here we go. Let's get into it.
The heart wants one thing, but does the mind?
I'm going to read your mind. Do you think you're the right person for Zach?
Want another?
You deserve love I can't give you. This is not the last goodbye. I know it's gonna get worse.
How emo is it? You deserve love I can't give you. Well, you signed up for The Bachelor. You're supposed to give out love. And not to mention, I mean, how many women is he kissing and there's someone he can't find love for? Dig a little deep, Zach. You got this. Okay, so that's our first. Let's go to the next one right here.
Family joining is something that is beautiful.
I do believe you marry the family, So while you're not meeting my biological dad, you will meet the man who raised me. Sorry, I get so emotional talking about my family.
No, that's okay. Do you have any fears that this is a lot for the family?
I told myself I didn't want to bring someone back into their lives until I knew it was someone I truly saw a future with.
I appreciate you opening up about all this.
Yeah.
And I don't take this lightly. I need to take some time away to just breathe.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my own self and looking at Brooklyn and asking myself, who am I to be in that house?
Wow, coming up tonight on The Bachelor. So clearly again, I'm not an expert sleuth here, but it looks like Zach was wearing the same outfit in this trailer as the previous trailer when he said, "You deserve love I can't give you." Is it with regards to Brooklyn? And is he having a moment where he's about to dump Brooklyn? As we know, this show likes to do this thing where, there's this, I don't want to call it trauma dumping, but there's some heavy conversations that happen, and then the lead just walks away after. Now, I'm sure there's more that meets the eye that we didn't get to see here, but it does make you wonder, is he going to dump Brooklyn after she sort of opened up? And let's see what Gabby has to say.
How is everyone doing?
I don't know. I have weird spells of emotion.
Me too.
I think the hardest part for me is there's only so much I can do, and I don't know. I'm feeling very in my head and a little bit insecure. Just are my flaws gonna be too much? Is my perfectionism gonna be too much? He's somebody that I want to be with for my life, and so I need to express to Zach what I'm feeling. I've just been thinking about it all day, and my brain has a million different things going on in it all the time, and it's so hard for me to process everything. I've always struggled with it.
Hey, yeah, I'm here, I'm following you.
Do you want to understand me and all of the weirdness that goes on in my brain? If this is too much for Zach and he does not want to move forward with this relationship, I will be crushed.
Coming up tonight on The Bachelor. I love that she said, "Is my perfectionism too much for him?" That's like when you're in an interview and they're like, "Tell us your biggest flaw." And you're like, "Well, my biggest flaw is that I crush it. My biggest flaw is that I'm so good at work that you're going to run out. That sounds like a very Trump answer. I'm so good at what I do. You're going to run out of things for me to do. I'm going to sign so many bills. You're going to need a new Shopee just to get new bills to be signed. There's going to be so many bills. They're all going to be fantastic. My perfectionism is so good. You're going to need new words for what perfect is. I am the most perfect perfectionist you'll ever find. So I like Gabby. She's like, I've got some weirdness. Is he going to be okay with it? And normally when someone's like, I'm weird, I'm always like, oh yeah, are you, Deborah? But I got to tell you, Gabby's from Vermont. And if I've never met somebody that was normal in Vermont, let me tell you something. It's a weird batch of folk up there. It's a weird Ben and Jerry's eating, tie-dye shirt wearing, hippie hugging, 6 feet of snow in the winter, maple syrup butt chugging in the summer. It's a weird crop they make up in Vermont. And I can say that. I'm from New England. I'm from southern New England. Those northerners are pretty crazy. You think Maine people are weird? They call them maniacs. Vermontsters are a whole nother breed, I'm telling you. They're not even American. I don't know what they are. But if you're from Vermont and you're listening to this, let it be a warning to you. Look in the mirror. You're nuts. You're crazy people. Okay. Either way, we like Gabby, and if you're from Vermont, we like you too, but you are crazy. Okay. And that's not armchair diagnosis from Dave. Oh, problematic Dave. Someone called me problematic. And I was like, would it be problematic for me to tell you to go STFU? Because you need to take a long walk off a short pier is what I'm telling you. Okay. That's right. We still got the fastballs. Okay. We still got the fastballs. All right. We'll see if there's any more trailers, but I did want to let you guys know that on the old Facebook community, which is free. It's a free community. It's called Dave Neal's Community. You can sign up. I've posted a few of the photos from the the lover's lair, as we like to call it here. Old Fedora Dave. We took this over here. See, I'm going to explain where we are, and I'm going to get into more depth what's going on with the honeymoon. And by the way, someone left me a comment and and by the way, don't do what I'm about to tell you. They left me a DM and they go, are you on a work trip or vacation? And I responded, what's your motivation by asking me that? You know what I mean? Because how dare you question my integrity? Okay. Either way. So here we were. This was in the jungle. We spent the first 4 days of the vacation in the jungle, and now we are by the beach in Bali, which is a beautiful island in Indonesia, sort of northwest of Australia, southeast of Thailand, middle of nowhere. There is a strong. They do tell you, they warn you when you get to the resort, look out for tsunamis. So I mean, I'm not kidding. It's a natural disasters. We're in the Ring of Fire, baby. Where all the earthquakes happen. Anyway, but by all means, you're still getting this, so we're still here. But anyway, that's one photo there, and then I'm going to share all of these on my Facebook community page. But here's the first place we stayed in the jungle, and it was, just magical. If you can't tell, that's at my wife and I on our porch here. We're at a different place now. I don't have photos of it yet because we arrived at night. But my wife has literally used 4 memory cards worth of footage to capture these monkeys. We call them macaques. I feel like a Boston asshole when check out the macaques. The macaques route. But here they are, the long-tailed monkeys here. This was from about, I think 7 a.m. this morning. We've been getting up at sunrise. Our sleep's been all over the place, but there we are. We got some nice footage coming your way if you like to check out the long tails, as we like to call them. And you know what? I got one more piece of content for you. It didn't really deserve its own video, but I'm noticing here, because you know me, Polynesian Dave, I'm noticing here that former lead Katie Thurston is in the news for posting that she's hanging out, some may say canoodling, although we didn't see any knees touching, with Nate, Michelle Young's ex. Why is that a big deal? It's not, but some people are saying, oh, Katie what's the girl code? Katie was a bachelorette the year before Michelle, the season before Michelle. Michelle broke up with Nate, therefore Katie cannot be seen in the same room with Nate, which is hogwash, but we'll get to that in a second here. So someone said, would you ever do Survivor? She said, I think I do reality TV again, but no Bachelor related. And again, if you checked out my live show that I did with her, I asked her on the spot in front of 300 people. I said, Katie, are you going to do Bachelor in Paradise? She was like, what? No, I would never. And I was like, are you sure? I never say never. You never know. Why not go on Bachelor in Paradise? The show already kind of stole your soul. Why not give it to the Paradise? But anyway, so here she is at a wedding. And at the wedding, you're going to see that there was a photo with Nate that was making the rounds here. I think Rodney's in the background there. And everyone was saying, oh, this must be, is it breaking? I don't know, leave a comment. What's the rule? Are you allowed to see other people? That clearly there's a Bachelor Nation audience there. I don't know what the connection is with this wedding, but there is a photo. And they're saying, oh, hard launch. She typed hard launch. What does that mean? Now, normally hard launch means you're officially announcing a relationship, but of course that's not what's happening here. So we don't know what it is, folks. Eyes are peeled to see if anything else is going down. There they are. Oh, and they're dancing to Michael Jackson. Oh, how problematic can you get? What's next? Are you going to be sipping on Coke and rum, R. Kelly? So here he is. There's Nate right there. Sorry if the audio's all over the place. You'll have to forgive me. I'm running off of my mobile unit here. So either way, there it is. There it is, folks. Okay, so are we breaking code? Is she going to get in trouble from the Bachelorette gods, banished to exiled, as it were? I don't think so. I don't think it's a big deal. Then why did you share it, Dave? Because I wanted to waste 2 more minutes of your time, because that's what I like to do. I'm going to have a full tour. I'll show you on Patreon right now. I'm going to have a full tour of my villa when I get some daylight here. But as you're going to see, it's going to be on Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Neal. Here's the tour from 3 days ago at our jungle location. It's a 7-minute video if you want to see all the behind the scenes. I will be sharing the next version of that where we are on the beach. I got to tell you, it is a beautiful resort. I'm going to share some more info about that on today's Bachelor Rush Hour. That's the afternoon podcast. It's probably already out. I'm going to release it a little earlier today. It's the afternoon podcast. Every day of the week, I've got original content for you, and I'll share some more stories and some more, some might say personal accounts of how I'm handling Bali. I have to tell you, I packed a 15-day supply of aloe vera, and I'm almost through it because the sun hits a little differently down here by the equator. I'll tell you that much. And I may have burned parts of the body I'm not willing to share with you right now. Okay, we'll talk about that on the Bachelor Rush Hour podcast. More content coming your way. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We'll see you right after this.